Energy. Friday vibes.
Today on the DNVR Broncos podcast, we've got a lot to talk about. The Broncos, unfortunately, do not.
Energy.
Well, no, fortunately, they do play. It is fortunate they don't play this week.
Yes.
But it's unfortunate for us because it's fun to watch them play. There's still a lot that's going on that's really important for the Broncos, though. A whole bunch of playoff games. We're digging into that. And we've got Zach on the line. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Broncos podcast presented by our friends over at Bet365, where if you bet $5 after depositing $10, you can get $200 in bonus bets. We're live in the Toyota Lounge.
Dang.
Henry, RK, and instead of Zach, we have Andre Simone.
In addition to.
But then also on the Xfinity call-in line, we do have Zach also.
Zachy Stevens.
I think...
Zachy.
And
there he is.
There's Zach.
Wearing his Friday hoodie.
Yes.
I heard you wanted energy and Friday vibes, so I'm ready to rock and roll, baby.
All right, don't peek your mic like you were right there. First and foremost, is that your Tiger has his Sunday red.
So
does Zach Stevens have his Friday Outlaws hoodie?
Yeah, it definitely is that. You know, it's my most comfortable hoodie I have, and on Fridays, it's casual Fridays, but really casual Fridays should be comfy Fridays, and it's cold as heck out, and I heard you guys all had hoods on, or hats on, so maybe I need to go with the hood today just to fit the vibe. I don't know if that impacts the mic, though, at all.
Man, thank God we weren't talking shit about you, considering you were just hearing all of our conversations before the show.
I heard it. I heard it all.
What did you think of the Outlaws' performance this season?
Well, it's Outlaws weather right now, and I was very, very impressed with them. I don't know if I told you guys this story, but no disrespect to the Outlaws at all, but I wore this hoodie to I don't know, a coffee shop or something, and the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, big Denver Outlaws guy? What do you know about him?" And I was like, I don't know anything about him. She's like, "Oh, that's okay. My son plays for the team, so that's why I know something about him." And I was like, darn. But she let me off easy, off the hook there.
That is nice of her.
Yeah. Usually it happens more with the baseball hats. And be like, I like the C, so I'm wearing the Cubs hat. People do that.
You do that?
No, I don't do that. But like Todd did that all the time.
Yeah.
I once got roasted
for
wearing
just throwing him under the
A's
bus.
hat. Yeah,
Todd does that.
Tough.
I have
Dion does
serious problems with that.
I do too.
What about the
the
shirt? What about the shirts that are LA Dodgers and New York Yankees? Or maybe it's a hat, but you got the Dodgers and the Yankees on it. That's a pretty tough one.
Means you're a bad person.
Yeah, those people need to be institutional.
Right. If you can't tell whether you're a Dodgers fan or a Yankees fan, but you want to be both, like that makes you a bad person.
Yeah.
Right. You've chosen evil, you just don't know which side you're on.
Right.
But evil regardless.
Absolutely. What's going on at practice today?
Well, so today's a big day to see for injuries. Look for injuries, and there's kind of a lot of injuries to look for. And guys, I think we're going to get good news. I don't know if it's officially going to be today, but I think by next week, we're going to have really good news on a couple of key guys. JFM, he did not play in the season finale, but he was limited in practice all week last week. I think he's going to be back for the playoffs. A big one. Guys, I did some digging. This is not official yet, but I believe that Dre Greenlaw will be good to go in the divisional round for the Broncos. That's a huge one. And Henry mentioned it yesterday just with how good Justin's playing. I think that both of those guys are going to play. I think we're going to see Alex play 100% of the snaps just like he has all season. And then I think we're going to see a rotation of those guys. So, Henry, it's kind of a best of both worlds. You get Dre back, but you get to keep Justin on the field and let him do what he does best. So I think those are both two really good signs for the defense. And we know that this Broncos team is going to rely on their defense to be elite, just like they have. So I do expect Dre Greenlaw to be back. Nate Adkins could also be back potentially. That might be more next week, as our friend Crystal Mason is reporting that he should be back next week for that. And then, of course, all eyes on J.K. Dobbins today. I probably wouldn't expect him out there today, but potentially next week. and all eyes are going to be on the J.K. Dobbins watch. So I think the Broncos, guys, it's remarkable. Obviously, I don't expect Brandon Jones to be back for this playoff run, but that's about it. There's legitimate hope for Dre. There's legitimate hope for J.K. Dobbins at some point in the playoffs. There's no wood, so if you guys wouldn't mind touching wood for me when I say this, but guys, the Broncos it's about as good of health as you could expect. Oh, also one more guy that we're going to be looking for, Luke Wattenberg, who will be able to come back for the Broncos' first playoff game. So that would also be a big-time boost. So looking for him as well. Again, about as good of health as you could expect for a team in January.
Will you ask Sean about JK for us?
Oh, yeah. How do you want me to phrase it?
Is JK coming back?
Yeah, that's a great one. I certainly will. We'll try to get some info on JK. And hey, guys, he was out at the stadium before the game this past week, not wearing a boot, not wearing anything, walking around.
Not wearing anything.
Fine, well, okay, that's a fair point. He was wearing something. He was wearing clothes, but no boot. He was wearing shoes, but just normal shoes, and that's a really good sign that just points to him being back sometime this offseason or this playoff run.
What if you said like, interrupt yourself during your next sentence if J.K. Dobbins is coming back this season?
Do you think he would just like not even talk then if he's not coming back?
Yeah, that would be the safest play.
Probably just walk right off the stage.
Then I would probably become enemy number one right then.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What if you said like, if J.K. Dobbins coming back was a goal, what number goal would it be for you?
Oh, now you know what? I haven't thought about phrasing questions like that, Ryan. We're on to something here.
Yeah.
That'd probably be number 2, right? Because number 1 is still win the Super Bowl. I guess now it's win the Super Bowl. Number 2, get JK back, or is JK 1 because then you need him to get to 2?
Right. You have like the goals have to happen in succession. So it was make the playoffs, get the 1 seed. Win the Super Bowl. Sorry, win the division, get the 1 seed. That's your fault. That is your fault. You put that in my head.
He told everybody that's what the goals were.
No, but if there was never a confusion, then I wouldn't be confused right now. Win the division.
You see how I slipped up?
Win the division, get the 1 seed, win the Super Bowl. We only have 1 goal left, so we put a new goal in front of it. Now we make goal 1, bring back JK, goal 2, win the Super Bowl.
I love that. Any other goals for the team? Like, why isn't winning a playoff game a goal?
Right. Week by week is my mentality.
Yeah,
I just think, like, once you get there, there's only one thing to do.
Do you guys think it's...
Plus, the Broncos already won a playoff game.
That's true. You're right.
Facts.
They did. Well, they actually haven't won it. They will win it, but it'll be 48, 72 hours from now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, really quick, because we've been talking about, at least I specifically thought that the Broncos' first playoff game was going to be Sunday. Our friend Adam Hogue with CHGO, he dropped in our company Slack that since 2000, every 1 seed has played on Saturday, and I didn't know that. So that could show that the Broncos might be playing on Saturday instead of Sunday. Now, it all depends on who the Broncos are playing. If the Broncos are playing the Steelers or the Texans, there's just no way the NFL would do that and put the Broncos game on Saturday. I believe that they would put it on Sunday because they play that Monday game. I still think that, man, Sunday's prime time, and we've seen it. If the Broncos are decent, the NFL loves to have the Broncos on prime time. The Broncos aren't decent. The Broncos are great. And so I still think just logically it makes sense for that game to be on Sunday. But Adam, shout out to him. He opened my eyes to the fact that it could be on Saturday.
You can't even open your eyes right now because it's so bright.
Yeah, somebody in chat said we need to get you a visor.
No, I need a Sean visor might work, but I just need my Shady Rays. I left them at home. You know, I did the stupid Colorado thing where or I wasn't thinking about my Colorado-ness. When it snows out, it's even brighter. That's when you need glasses the most.
Brightest times.
It is. The timeline is that bright.
Yes.
Zach, little good news, bad news. They didn't update the graphic for the picks, so I'm picking for your icon, but they're my picks. Since they're kind of like co-branded, do you have any advice for me before? And guys, maybe like earmuffs so Zach and I can just powwow real quick here.
Dre, should we just go a full slate of dogs? Just straight dogs across the board?
Dude.
including the no, Panthers aren't dogs, they're cats. But maybe we just go all cats and dogs across the board.
Wow, all cats and dogs. I love that.
Jags would fall into that because they're a cat and a dog in this sense.
What are we doing? Sorry, I have my earmuffs
I
on.
like that. I kind of like this. Yes, cats and or dogs across the board.
Yeah.
This is great.
I like that.
My 7-year-old will love this.
Except Dre. We who's favored in the Steelers game?
I've got it right here.
It's
Drum
the
roll,
Texans by
please.
3.
It's the Texans.
Sorry, that's the one we have to break. We have to break that. I
Yeah.
cannot have my name associated with that quarterback on that team.
Cats, dogs, and
is he a
steers,
dog?
maybe.
What about where's
Cats,
Cat
yes.
Stevens from?
Oh,
He's from Houston.
No, could be.
that I like that. You know, I just
doubt it.
recently found out that Cat Stevens is a male, right?
I just found out he exists.
Yeah, no, he is.
I thought
I'm
you were
glad
trying
we're
your new
learning about
nickname for
music.
Zach.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You didn't know
Hey,
about
hey.
the other famous Stevens?
Yeah, I've known of Cat Stevens. I just thought the voice threw me off for first 30 years of my life. Maybe,
I think one of his
I don't
most
know.
famous songs is about like a father-son thing going on.
Oh, I don't listen to lyrics. That's my issue.
It is
with
called
music.
Matthew and Son.
I have no idea what's going on with lyrics ever.
I can't believe this is a real
that's
person.
Amazing. It's also a great nickname for Zach because he's a cat
It
guy
is.
and his last name's Stevens.
Wow.
Cat Stevens is a great.
You're so right. I will.
It's been a
adopt
while
that
since we came
and
up with a
love
new
it.
nickname for Zach.
I know.
Yeah,
I
love Cat Stevens.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Big fans on this show. Hank's reading up on him right now.
Yeah, this is a pretty crazy guy.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Maybe I don't want that nickname. Is what you're telling me?
Find the craziest
No.
thing and then clip it alongside Zach saying, "I love Cat Stevens."
It's just very involved with things.
Good. We love a guy that's
All right.
involved.
Very involved.
Zach, before we let you go, what is your actual question to Sean today?
Probably something. If Sean's in a good enough mood, something around JK, because Sean clearly wants that message out there, Ryan. Because he told the broadcast crew, I believe that's what they said, that JK could be back even earlier than the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship game. So I think he might be open to giving us some info on JK.
That's gonna be fun.
Love that.
This
folks.
guy won't stop singing. Pretty crazy. He's 77.
Prolific.
But no, I think JK is probably the biggest question we all have at this point, right? About the Broncos.
I'm more interested in Luke Wattenberg.
Throw out the dog.
That's a sneaky one. We'll see if he's out there today.
That's how much ball I know.
That is a lot of ball knowing.
Who's the third string center, Ryan?
Third string center is Sam Mustipher.
Dang, you know ball,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Ring that bell.
And I
You
must
know
defer
ball.
to Henry to close out the segment here.
There is a fourth. They signed a fourth center, but I can't remember his name. Do you know that one's name, Zach?
To the active roster?
No, they put him on the practice squad. He had like 36 career starts. It's not Sam
Henry,
Mustipher.
that's you. You're back of the roster, Hank. That's you.
Shoot, I failed. Well,
Yeah, you're letting us down.
is there anything else you have to say before we get out here, Zach?
That's out. Practice is opening up. I'm going to have an update over on YouTube after practice of everything we officially know. So make sure to tune in to that. And happy Friday, guys. I'll keep the energy low so I don't peek out the mic. Let's enjoy this weekend. And I can't wait to find out the Broncos' opponent.
Let's go.
All right.
See you, Zach.
Bye, Zach. That was Zach Stevens joining us from the Xfinity call-in line. Imagine that. All right.
I can.
We're going to talk more about injuries in a second, including a big injury update from the Chargers. But first, we gotta give a shout out to our friends.
Have you guys heard of Gold Belly? This is a sick concept because if you're someone who has moved or you're transplant or you just visited a place and you absolutely loved a certain restaurant, especially like those iconic restaurants that represent the city, you can have it shipped straight to your door with Gold Belly. And I was thinking about this. Think about Valentine's Day. Like you want to do something really special for your significant other.
Holy cow, that's the play.
They're from Philly. You want to get them Philly cheesesteaks. Or from
Yeah.
Chicago. You want to bring in deep dish pizza from Giordano's. Like,
Dang.
that is how you make it special
Yes.
and less work for you, really. Like, you know, rather than having to go to the store and get all the ingredients. Like,
Right.
Get the real thing. Get the real thing from our friends over at Goldbelly. So if it's, game day, you want to make it an unforgettable experience for friends, or again, you want to impress your loved one this Valentine's Day, go to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code DNVR. Goldbelly.com, code DNVR, 20% off.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Ent Credit Union, where you can pick up an awesome card like this one. Yes, Ent is the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. They're the biggest credit union in Colorado. And when you sign up for the Broncos checking account, there's all sorts of perks. You get discounts on game days and Empower Field, a chance to win tickets to games, a cool card like this one, which if you pick the Pat Surtain card in particular, then they will donate $50 to Children's Hospital Colorado. They've got the Interception program going, where Ryan likes the name, where they give $1,000 to Children's Hospital Colorado for every interception, and if it's a pick six, then it's $6,000. So awesome stuff over there. If you're looking for a new bank, Ent Credit Union is the place to go. We want this to feel. If you're ready to bank like a Bronco and support a great cause, head over to ent.com/DNVR to learn more. Insured by NCUA. Membership required. Account requires associate Ent Broncos debit card. Ent will make the one-time donation on your behalf. The donation is not sourced. This is the DNVR Broncos podcast presented by Bet365. If you bet $5, you can get $200 in bonus bets. Pretty good deal. We're in the Toyota Lounge.
Bang, bang.
And I think that's all we have to say about that. And we get to give our injury report. Tough injury report today, but this is our common.
You almost trying to push a Die Hard sale.
Die Hard sale.
Oh, and the Die Hard sale.
Honestly, stupid price right now.
Yeah, $36. It's a very random price.
All of Hank's great content, all of Zach's great content, the free shirt, the discounts at the bar, the discounts at events, the discounts on merch. We're losing money. I don't know why we're doing this. We're doing it because we love our community.
36 is an interesting number, though, right?
Sure.
Because you usually say like, it's $39.99. 36 just seems kind of out of nowhere.
We don't screw around. Hank.
We need to investigate though. I want to know who chose 36 exactly. Like, is this a big fan of Jerome Bettis?
My big journal,
Right. 36 is an interesting number for that.
It's a great one.
But yes, the common spirit injury report.
It's disgusted.
This is a tough one because we don't have any injury updates over the course of the since the last game, because there hasn't been like media. They won't put out an actual injury report until next Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll get some rumors about who was there and who wasn't there. So I figured we'll just hit a bunch of the kind of the big names. The
Cat
guys
Stevens gave us some good stuff. What's the BJ update here?
Peck. We'll not be seeing him again, most likely.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What?
That feels like a big
Brandon Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. He says BJ, and sometimes I know BJ Brandon Jones.
Brendan, it screws
I
me
know
up.
It does.
So I just call
Jones,
him BJ.
Johnson,
when in doubt, I just
Johnston.
call him BJ. I don't know what to
BJ.
tell you.
Okay, let's just do a quick little run through here. Spano.
Brandon.
Vote.
Brendan.
Rice.
Nailed it.
You got me. But that
Sorsby.
Brandon?
That's Brendan.
Tyler Taylor's also get me.
Oh.
And you can't forget Brennan.
Right.
Brennan's, my mind just goes, it explodes.
Oh, there's my wedding ring.
Wow, good thing you found that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Wouldn't want
That's
stuck
a
in
tough
these
one.
chairs. Who knows? Today might be the day these get replaced.
Brendan Sorsby. That one was tripping me up for a second.
I'm
working on it.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't mind these chairs. People get really upset about the chairs. The one thing about the chairs, though, is that you can kind of scrape them and the dirt comes up.
That's not dirt, bro.
Are you sure?
Yes. Where do you think dirt would have gotten on these chairs?
It's love, bro.
Dirt from us sitting in them for
No,
6
that's
years.
Like dust, maybe.
And sweat. Yeah. I call it all dirt.
Okay. Anyways.
Cold.
Should we get the injury report?
Injury report. J.K. Dobbins, as you've heard, has a foot injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's coming back soon.
Yep.
Luke Wattenberg has a shoulder injury. Sounds like he could be back pretty soon.
May I real quick on JK?
I would love. Yeah, I was
Does
hoping
this mean Jaleel is the odd man out once JK returns?
You would think.
Just not on the roster at all.
Just not dressing on game days.
Dang.
And that was the case before. One of us will make a significant amount of money if Jaleel is the Super Bowl MVP. That being me.
Whoa! I hate when you tell me about these bets because now I have no choice but to take it.
I know, because how could you not?
Well, it's just like
that's madness.
Yeah. If you were to
750
come to me right
to
now
1?
and be like, I have this 147 leg parlay, and if I hit it, I make $10 million. Like I have no choice but to do that. All right,
I'm not gonna watch you
read them
hit
off
that.
one by one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch you become a millionaire and miss out. No doubt,
Exactly.
100%.
Especially like knowing that I heard about it.
Oh, it'd be the worst.
Yeah, keep your insane bets to yourself.
Sorry, but I have been looking a lot.
Sure.
That's my one Super Bowl MVP bet. But I decided since I don't have Broncos Super Bowl, and at this point, like the value just probably isn't good enough to be worth it, I'm just going after some MVPs. So about 50% of the time, maybe a little bit more, it's the quarterback.
I might be in on Nate Adkins and Super Bowl MVP.
That's a tough one.
Mercedes Lewis.
Right. I kind of like
That one I think is the worst bet.
Marvin Mims. Because you get a big return.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know? Okay, really quick. I forgot to do my Friday PSA, which is that we don't have to be here right now.
Right.
We are here just because we want to be, which means there are no rules about what we want to talk about. This will be loosely about the Broncos.
Broncos over everything. Sports over
Exactly.
everything. Podcasting with the boys over everything.
Because I saw someone complain yesterday that we were off the rails, and I'm like, wow, if they came back today, they're going to hate this.
Probably
but today doesn't
gone.
count.
We're rail-less. Yeah.
Bonus show.
Yeah.
Also,
do
we
you
are
guys
doing
know
a
who
watch
the-
along.
What?
We haven't told anybody, but we're doing a watch along.
Hold on.
Okay.
You talked about, we brought up Mercedes Lewis, so I have to ask you this. Do you guys know who the top 3 receivers of all time over the age of 40 are?
So I would guess Jerry Rice.
So Jerry Rice is number 1. He has 2,500 yards after he turned 40.
Is Tim Brown also on this?
No.
No.
What about, this might be stupid.
No.
Is it Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is number 2
Oh, yeah, isn't that pretty good?
with 7 yards.
Okay, so there's one more.
Oh, man. Who's beating that? Is it like Andrew Whitworth got a reception down in the end zone as a Ram?
What about
It's
who's the other really old quarterback who played for forever?
Brett Favre.
Finished with the Vinny Testaverde?
Nope.
Okay.
That really, I mean, that's like
I
you're
can't guess it.
endangering people purposely
Right.
if you're putting Vinny Testaverde out. It's not Mercedes Lewis.
It is Mercedes
okay,
Lewis
okay.
with 2 yards.
Okay.
Should have guessed
I
that.
know
one.
Hank got us off the rails.
Really should have guessed
We
that
needed
one.
to come back. Yep.
Oh, I really if I had hit Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, and Mercedes Lewis, that would have been so good.
That would've been
Ultimate ball.
But you
I missed the
only
easy one.
You hit Tom Brady only because you had like heard this in passing at one
No.
point. You might not even remember it, but it was planted in your brain at one point in your life.
I don't know about all that. I think it was a good poll.
It was a good pull.
Riley Moss plus 75,000 Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, some
not
Riley
bad.
Moss information came to light yesterday that makes me feel really confident about him.
Massive Avs fan.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Nice seeing him and Palcho out there
It is nice to see those two together.
supporting the boys.
Yep.
Yep, those two together. I think I'm all in. Like Zach Allen, 225 to 1, 22,500.
Yep.
There's a lot of really good value here, but I can't take them all. I just got to find a
Value's
couple.
phenomenal.
And on Jaleel though,
What was Mims?
Mims. I'm not sure he's even offered. I've struggled to find him.
Get out of town.
Mims. Oh, there he is. 25,000. 250 to 1. I mean, you get like 2 decently long returns and catch a touchdown.
Or like a long bomb.
Yeah, right.
Last thing on this, 5th place for most receiving yards since 40. I forget who it is, but it's -2 yards. I think it's another quarterback.
Wow.
There's a lot of people tied at 0.
Right.
It's amazing.
Someday I'll be tied at 0.
That's true.
Am I already tied
No,
at 0? No.
You're not. You have to
Okay.
turn 40.
Moving along, John Franklin Myers has a hip injury. Popped up during practice, missed the last game.
Yep.
We'll
correct.
get an update here. It sounded like, I think they said he was questionable for the last game, so you'd think 2 weeks later he's good to go. Hopefully he's on the field today. Dre Greenlaw, hamstring. You got the update from Zach.
We got the update.
Brandon
Lottie.
Jones with the pack. PJ Locke, I think, is the last one on my list. I'm curious about that one. because he didn't come back in the game. We don't know what's going on. If he's at practice today, that's big news because you would love to have him in a playoff game instead of being down 2 safeties.
Yes.
No BJ, no PJ. That'd be bad.
That'd be not good.
You
be
could
key day.
just play a lot more Jade. Go single high with Talanoa.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on who you're playing.
It does. Or you go all 3 linebackers.
Well, that was the other thing. That's what I was going to say is you could then bring in Sternad.
Play base more?
Well, that wouldn't even be base. That'd be 3 defensive linemen, 5 linebackers.
Depending on how you view outside linebackers.
Right. Or a 5-3. Right.
3-5-3?
That would be your 2 corners and Talanoa, who's basically a linebacker himself.
Linebackers.
I mean, I don't know.
Revolutionary.
You consider getting
right
creative though. You want your talent on the field.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
And this is no Devin Key disrespect because I really respect Devin Key. But would you rather have him or Justin Sternad on the field?
Sternad. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
JL's the other one you're disrespecting.
They disrespected him by
Not disrespecting
choosing
anybody.
Key instead.
I love
That's
Devin
not our
Key.
disrespect.
And Turner Yell.
Who came back from the torn ACL and then immediately tore it again, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. Tough time for such a nice guy. Also, the chat wants us to talk about the watch along, and I think we've got the perfect amount of time to do that. All there really is to say is that there is a watch along.
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Well, you interrupted him earlier when he wanted to talk about it. You were like,
Right.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I have
This
a lot
time
of
I guess it was your
interruptions
turn.
in my head
It
right
was
now,
your
but I'm
turn,
going to
right.
let this one ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You
Okay.
just interrupted.
Yes. Funny now.
Me? I wouldn't dare.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying before I was interrupted. There's a watch along Sunday night. We will be watching. At that point, we will know the result of the Bills game.
Yep.
Yes.
So if the Bills win on Sunday night when we are watching Chargers Patriots, the Broncos' 2 potential opponents will be the Chargers or the Bills.
Correct.
If the Bills do not win, then we will be watching Sunday night knowing that if the Chargers win, they are the opponent. If they don't, it all comes down to Monday night. If that happens, we'll be doing another watch along Monday night.
Right.
Yeah.
Capiche?
Yep. So we're going to be down in the bar
in.
Sunday night watching that.
Yes.
There's your update on the watch
And
along.
you guys should come hang out with us.
Right. It's going to be a party.
At the bar or on YouTube, either or.
Right.
Dealer's choice.
So many options. Or both.
Doubling up would be ideal.
I would suggest doubling up.
Come
For
to the bar,
every-
hang, but also stream it on your phone.
For every 1 Coors Light someone buys me on Sunday night, I will reveal 1 embarrassing video of Zach Stevens.
Whoa.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love that.
Now we just got to talk to Lindsay about Coors Light special.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I won't do that. I would never do that to Zach.
That's a shame. We got to get into our picks, and then we're going to do a fantasy draft. Should be fun. Fantasy football for playoff game. There's just enough games to make it interesting.
Yes,
real quick, though, got to give a shout out to some of our friends.
Bet365, Bet365 worldwide, like the DNVR Broncos podcast. You know it. Proud partner of the Avs. Check. Proud partner of the Nuggets. Check. Proud partner of DNVR. You know it, baby. That's right. The only place you can use our code DNVR365. The only place where you can find our custom boosted bets. Hanky, we're doing one every Broncos game of the playoffs.
Good.
You ready, big dog?
Better be ready for 3 of them.
Right. Yep. That's a lot of them. So I
That's
just
right.
want to talk for a second so his face gets back to normal color.
We are locked in for that. The only place you could get the early payout offers on NFL. That means your spready, your money line, they go up 17 and then they blow a lead and you cannot believe it. Doesn't matter. That bet cashes at Bet365. And breaking news from Bet365, new customers now get $200 in bonus bets. All you do is a minimum $5 bet, minimum $10 deposit. Use our code DNVR365 and bang! All in your account like that. It's that easy at Bet365. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you, someone you know, has a gambling problem, wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Coors Light. We love Coors Light. Big week for Coors Light. Got the football game last night, football game tonight, football game Saturday and Sunday.
Yep. Over, under, and Monday.
Also, snow.
Over, under.
Oh,
Give me your
over
number.
under. Oh,
How many
geez,
Coors
for
Lights this
Sunday.
weekend?
So we're
Starting
doing
yesterday.
We're doing the watch along on Sunday.
Yep.
That'll probably be the bulk.
At least 4.
6.5.
6.5 total this weekend.
They hit me kind of hard.
right
If I'm being
Wow.
honest,
I'm
you've had
meeting my
beers with
friends
me.
here at the bar tonight. I'm setting it at 6.5 tonight.
Tonight, Hank.
For me.
Wow, 6.5 tonight. Okay, I can do better than 6.5. I just got to get some done tonight. I can get like 2 or 3 done tonight.
Not a chore. It's a privilege.
No, I don't think you understand what the alcohol can. It doesn't take much for
All
me.
right.
I'm a lightweight. But
Must be
Coors Light
nice.
is the choice when you choose to chill. Get over there. We're going to be getting over there a lot. Make the most out of times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer. This is the DNVR Broncos podcast presented by Bet365, where you can bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
Tell 'em, Hank.
In the Toyota Lounge, you guys in the Toyota chat, there's a sale going on. Sign up, become a diehard.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Shout out to
Yes,
Terry.
Shout out to Terry.
Really enjoying the show so far.
I know. I wanted to
Love
talk
that.
about
Thank you for tuning in, Terry.
some like more zoo stuff, but we don't have time for that.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm saving my one last interruption for the last segment.
Okay. And this is
I
all
haven't
thanks to
stopped
you,
thinking
Terry.
About it.
Wow.
All right,
can't wait
so-
for
Terry
this.
convinced us. We're
That's
talking football.
electric.
Let's do it. What was the show's title?
Who were
Who should Broncos Country pull for in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs?
That's a good one.
All right, let's get to it. Let's
Good
talk about
job
these
by
games.
you, Ryan.
Shall we pick?
Yeah. Should
Yeah,
we
let's do
go
it.
chronological order, alphabetical?
Let's go chronological.
Good idea.
Chronological is
Every
good.
sane person
Chronological
ever
Okay.
has
is
done.
good.
Okay. So that means we got the Rams playing
Correct.
at the Panthers
You
first.
know ball, man. Yeah.
Yeah. This
10.5 point home dogs? What?
Thank you. Okay, I didn't want to be the one to say it. I was worried. I mean, I've got the money line plus 440 on the Panthers, but the 10.5 is awesome.
I love you.
And I am so
Yeah.
because I didn't want to start with this one because then I have to sit here and say I don't know. I think the Panthers are frisky, which just it delegitimizes everything I have to say for the next 30 minutes of this show. But I think the Panthers are. Do you know what happened on November 30th, Ryan?
The Panthers beat the Rams.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably some other stuff, but that definitely
That's the
happened.
most notable thing that happened that day.
Yes.
I think the Panthers are at home.
They're at home.
I can't pick them straight up, of course, but I think
Well,
they have a good shot.
You have said you're on the money line. How?
By the way,
Plus 440, I'll take it.
Yeah.
if we're talking about who should Broncos fans be pulling for, it's definitely the Panthers.
Right. We know
No
what
doubt.
happens when
So
the
that
Panthers
pick
play the
is
Broncos
out.
in the Super
Yep.
Bowl.
I like Panthers with the points, but are we picking straight up or against the spread here?
Out of respect to me, could we
Right.
please make these against
Right.
the spread?
Yeah.
We can make the picks against this because we'll talk through both ways. Again, Broncos fans don't necessarily care whether a team's covers or they care about like who the Broncos play next.
Right.
But
Well,
I think the
in the
picks against the
NFC, it
spread is more
doesn't
fun.
matter. Yeah.
That is
It
true.
does. That's why you're pulling for the Panthers.
Yep.
Give me the
10.5
10 and a
points?
half all day. What
10.5.
disrespect. Key matchup in that game when the Panthers upset the Rams.
JC
they were
Horn?
feasting on Emmanuel Forbes.
Oh.
Skinny little
Okay,
corner.
yeah.
Didn't work out with the
Right.
Commandos. They were feasting on him and Jalen Coker,
pretty good this year.
T-Mac. They can do it again. Started off hot, kind of falling off.
Okay.
Though.
Kind of like the Rams.
Indeed.
Right.
That's why they're traveling from Los Angeles
In
to
the
North
dome.
Carolina.
It's
Right.
a long
A
travel.
long haul.
I
I
gotta
think
see this weather too.
this is a big JC Horn game. You got those two receivers out there. He's going to be seeing both of them a lot. If JC Horn has a big game, Panthers have a real shot.
Okay. It's this is a Saturday game, yeah?
Yes,
Sure is.
Saturday afternoon.
Ooh, what's the get-in price?
Cloudy, but high of 65. I think the soft Rams can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 10.5 all
It's just
day,
too
and I
many
think
points for a playoff game.
sprinkling the money line's probably advisable.
Cheapest get-in price of the weekend, $135.
High scoring, low
10.5
scoring?
in Los Angeles, I would be thinking twice about.
Totally.
Right.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, Panthers do kind of suck.
They do kind of suck.
Definite frauds.
The Rams also, they're one of those teams who like,
They lay eggs.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right. And they
Which is
get all
weird
the
'cause
hype in the
ram is
middle
a
of the
mammal,
season.
But you wouldn't expect it.
No.
Laying eggs.
Imagine a ram egg.
Only mammal that does lay eggs, do you know?
No.
Do
Once
you
a
know
week
the
to go
only
on Mike's
mammal
Side
that
Show.
lays eggs?
A platypus.
Damn, you know ball, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, you know ball.
Platypus, the most made up animal.
I know, so stupid. Just like a jackalope, except it actually exists.
I fear we spent too much time on this game.
Yeah, nobody cares about this game. Panthers.
Dang. Cats, dogs, and steers, as X suggested.
Yes, he did.
Cats, dogs, and so who did he have in the Packers and Bears?
You're about to find out.
Dog.
The underdog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
I get it.
You don't know
Sorry,
ball?
I thought
these...
for somehow I thought every game had a cat or a dog or a steer. But yeah,
No, I am steering away from the plan on this one. I'm in on the Packers.
I'm in on the Packers also.
So this is something that because of my
guy wearing a blanket in the street.
Because of my proximity to you, and as well as my proximity to CHGO,
and Scott Proctor.
Well, yeah, but I haven't seen him experience pain the way that I've seen CHGO and your wife have to deal with. Like every time the Bears have a big game, something bad happens.
So hard to get Kate amped up about a big Bears primetime game because they lay an egg in like 3 possessions.
Another mammal that lays eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Packers.
Wow.
I'm taking the Packers, and it's gonna be sorry to everyone. I hope I'm wrong because I really do want the Bears to win. It's going to be in just the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, painful fashion ever.
Yep.
Because everything says, I think the Bears should win. They should. The running game should be established. The Packers have so many injuries on the defensive line, but I just can't get over it's Packers-Bears. Like it's Charlie Brown and the girl that Lucy that harasses him all the time, bullies him.
So picks are
Packers.
Dang.
Okay, I like that we're on the same page.
I don't like
really.
That's straight up too. Yeah, no, being on the same page is the worst thing possible.
Boats.
That's bad. I was sitting here thinking we're doing great.
I might set a parlay going against all our consensus picks.
I've got a big parlay.
Okay, good.
That's where the Panthers money line is right now. They could really get the whole parlay set off right. Next up, Sunday morning, 11 a.m. The Buffalo Bills are 1.5 point road favorites against the Jags.
Now we're into the part where we care. So I'll start with Broncos fans, and this is the hardest one for me to decide.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, and I think it's like a 51-49 type of thing. Like I wouldn't blame anyone for leaning either way, but I would lean Bills for what I would prefer to happen for the Broncos.
Yes. For that, yep, I agree.
I think the Broncos pass rush is like, just their defense as a whole is as well built as anyone to like chase Josh Allen around for a whole game.
Yep.
Jags are just a slightly more complete team. I believe in that defense more than I do in the Bills defense. And then offensively, I think they're fairly comparable. They're got really good, big mobile quarterbacks who are playing great right now, even though T-Law is healthier.
T-Law almost seems like he has more magic than Josh Allen does at this point.
Right now.
Like on like a 3rd and 12, when you think you've got him all pinned in, he's the guy who I fear more in that situation, not Josh Allen.
Fear that receiving core a little more, maybe slight edge Bills running game because Cook has been great, but that's probably the only area you give the Bills the edge over the Jags.
So I think in terms of like wanting them to still be in the playoffs, you want the Bills in the playoffs and the Jags out.
Yeah.
The kicker though is that if the Jags stay in, you don't see them for a while, but the Bills obviously would be your next opponent likely.
The Jags are just a
correct.
Disturbingly well-rounded team.
They are.
And they're playing with house money. No one believes in them. It's just... tough opponent right now.
For a small market team, they're pretty spicy.
So we're all picking the Jags, but we all agree we would like, for the Broncos' purposes, for the Bills to win this.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Jags.
Jags.
Yeah, I know.
No, I really like this. We are seeing the board very clearly.
I'm flipping. I'm picking the Bills.
What is wrong with you?
Picking the Bills.
Oh, we had a good thing going.
Nope, we had a terrible thing going.
No, we think we have a really good thing going. I'm personally on a heater, and so when I see other people, when I've seen Miami, the big one was the back-to-back Nuggets wins as massive dogs. Which, I mean, how much credit do I take? I just pick the Nuggets money line every game.
That's great.
But that plus some other stuff has really built.
It's awesome.
We can't be talking about Indiana right now. 49ers at Eagles. Eagles 5.5 point home favorites.
So I was watching a video about this today from a sportsbook manager or whatever, a line maker, and they were just saying, like, they can't get anyone to take the 49ers.
Really?
Yes. So it started at 3.5. We're all the way to 5.5.
Yeah. I'm doing your old technique, Ryan, of like, imagine what the timeline will be after this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be Eagles fans melting down, everyone calling for the OC's head, which he might as well be fired by the end of the fourth quarter.
They should just hire Mike McDaniel right now for the playoff run.
That'd be kind of fun.
Take your chances.
Right.
Do we believe the Eagles can establish the run, that they magically start to figure that out?
So you think they're going to lose?
I like the plus 5.5.
I agree with everything you said, except for then the Eagles win by 1. So I'm taking the 49ers plus 5.5. That's a lot of points. But I think the Eagles are going to win, and everyone's going to be melting down, and they're going to be talking about firing the coordinator and all of that.
So ATS, you are taking the Niners.
I
with
am.
me.
I think so. Seahawks did a great job against the 49ers last week. Before that, they put up 42 points on the Bears, 48 points on the Colts, 37 on the Titans, only 26 on the Browns, only 20 on the Panthers, 41 on the Cardinals, 26 on the Rams, 34 on the... Like, that offense is ridiculous. So if I just get to tack 5.5 more on top of what they're doing, like, I think they're going to put 30 on that Eagles defense.
Health's a big thing for them.
True. Right. And I don't know where that stands.
Seems like they're getting a smidge
It
more
does.
healthy. The other big narrative here is that old stat of like Kyle Shanahan's terrible record when they're coming from behind in the fourth has resurfaced. So if the Eagles were to establish a bit of a lead, I could see the Niners struggling, but nah, it's Niners all the way,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm Niners on the money line too.
Yep.
Like they're just a significantly better team, I think. Although it is in Philly.
Traveling
Facts,
to Philly
facts,
for a playoff
traveling.
game. But
Yep. That's
all
why
it takes is a
5.5.
bad start, and all of a sudden, Philly fans are working against their team.
Right. That's true. You could have the
Good
home field
point.
advantage in the
Good
first
point.
10 minutes.
I mean, it's similar to Packers Bears for me, where like logic would say the fave, but
Right.
Broncos fan pick would be the Eagles.
Yes.
I think so. There is something about playing the 49ers in the Super Bowl that feels
Right.
again for an older generation it's just terrifying, but for me it's like, yes, that's a team where
Proper team.
you beat the Panthers in a Super Bowl. It's like, okay, you beat the Panthers.
Yeah. But also the same thing would be true of the Eagles.
Yeah.
If they somehow made it to the Super Bowl.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting there. Chargers at Patriots. Patriots 3.5-point home favorites. This is a tough one.
There's no way when Zach suggested dogs and cats across the board that he meant the Chargers. I think he's off the Chargers.
I
think he's on the Chargers.
I think he is.
Really?
Yeah.
He's always been a Chargers believer.
And
deep down.
he's not a Patriots
But
believer.
he's a big like Herbert in the playoffs as a choker guy.
No, that's
he
me.
is.
I'm that guy.
I've heard that from Zachy
think-
Stevens. Cat Stevens says he's
Zach has said that. Yeah, because Zach didn't think there was any chance the Chargers would be playing the Broncos. We
kind of.
talked earlier the week.
I kind of don't believe in the Patriots, but
I know.
that Chargers choking and it's a long trip, Ryan. It's a long trip. I don't know if you guys are
West Coast
familiar
to
with,
East Coast trip.
Yeah, it's a tough trip. So I guess I'll take the Pats. I wish I didn't
Yeah.
have the 3.5. That hook scares me, but give me the Pats.
I just think that the Chargers have been in a house of cards for a little while now, and
Don't want that.
that's going to come crumbling down.
Yeah. I think this is the game where you learn the most this weekend. I think the Patriots are just the Patriots don't stop themselves. I think I've said that on this podcast before. That's the thing about them that makes that offense so good. Like they don't make mistakes. Like they'll just grind down the field over and over and over, score on every possession, unless the defense is making plays against them. And so you see what they do. Like they'll put 40 points on the Jets or one of those bad teams. I want to see if that offense can actually go beat a good defense and put up a big number. Because if they put 35 points on the Chargers, then you know the Patriots might actually be for real.
I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but can you remember a time where Drake May had to lead a game-winning drive late in a close game this year?
No.
There haven't been a ton.
There haven't been a ton because they just blow everybody out.
It's
but
kind
yeah,
of It reminds me of the Broncos last year, where all of their wins were comfortable and all of their losses were close.
right.
I mean, he had an opportunity to do that against Buffalo, and they did not.
Patriots straight up, I really like. Patriots with the points, I like. Although the Chargers, or Omarion Hampton, that was the injury update from before. He said he thinks he's going to play.
Thanks.
He's technically questionable, and he said the plan is to play. Okay. I wonder if that means that they're able to kind of control this game a little bit, and all of a sudden it does. It's 24-21, and the Chargers pull out the cover. But I think I still have to go Patriots cover.
They were down 11 against the Ravens to start the fourth, and then
the hard
storming back with back-to-back touchdown drives.
I'm taking the Patriots, but the hard thing for me in terms of the Broncos fan lean is like it's automatic if the Chargers wins that you're playing them. And I just don't know if that's your favorite opponent that you can play.
No, least favorite in some ways.
In some ways.
I think the least favorite possible round 2 opponent is the Texans.
I thought you were going to say Bills.
I might lean Chargers.
I might also lean Chargers.
So that means you want the Patriots if you're a Broncos fan.
Yep,
I think so.
No doubt.
Although you also would like if the Patriots were just out of the playoffs. And that is the other side.
And that's what I was thinking. Is like my thought is let's think about the path of least resistance to the Super Bowl. And I do think that having the Patriots out of it is part of that.
Right. Because then on the other side,
the next round.
On the other side, you either have the Bills or Jags playing the Texans or Steelers. And none of those four. I mean, the Jags maybe. I'm just cheering against the Jags in both games, I guess. Because the other 3 teams there, you'd love to play them in an AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We got to take a quick break before we round this out, and then we got a quick fantasy draft.
I don't know if you've heard this, but Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR. Mm-hmm. And it's the official vehicle of not wrecking your shit when the roads are like this.
Yeah.
I mean, simple as that. Hell yes. You want to be safe when it's snowing? Well, then just get a Toyota. I've mentioned a lot of things about my Toyota. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I feel exponentially safer in my Toyota than any other car I've ever had. I've had 2 other SUVs. One was like super heavy. That was scary because when that thing started sliding, didn't feel like it was going to stop anytime soon. The other one just almost, I don't know, too light.
Oof.
This one is right.
Just right.
I don't know. When I'm out there, like I feel in full control. Driving to work today.
You're like Goldilocks.
And Allie was like, be careful. The roads are kind of slippery. And I was like, I feel in full control.
Look how fast we can go.
Yeah. Didn't quite do that. But shout out to our friends over at Toyota, man. They're the best in the business. And if you want to get a Toyota so you can be safe this winter, visit Front Range Toyota store at a location near you. AutoNation, Arapahoe, Toyota, and Centennial. Corin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain State Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of the Denver Broncos and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Mack Weldon. They've got so much good stuff. I think that I think you could get through your entire life only wearing things from Mack Weldon.
Definitely.
Because they started with the underwear. That's kind of like their whole big thing. And then they went to they have like the loungewear with the sweatpants, obviously socks. And then they have like all the fancy like quarter zips and like jackets for people who want to look nice with the buttons and the collars. All sorts of really good stuff over there. Right. Oh yeah, it's all comfy. The sweaters look very comfy in particular. They even have those sweaters where they have like the collar and the buttons that go down.
Yeah.
Cardigans.
Yeah. Cardigans. That says it right there. Yeah. Warm knit wool cardigan right there. Ooh. Yeah, they've got literally everything over at Mack Weldon, and it's really great stuff. So make sure that you go check it out. Whatever you're looking for, they've got it. Mack Weldon's Ace collection is online now, so comfortable anywhere. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code ALLCITY. That's MackWeldon.com, code ALLCITY. All right, back into the DNVR Broncos podcast presented by Bet365, where if you bet $10, you can bet $5 with a $10 deposit, you get $200 in bonus bets.
Nailed it.
We're in the Toyota Lounge, and we've got one game left. Texans at Steelers. Texans 3-point road favorites.
I mean, absolute best case scenario for the Broncos is Faves win on Sunday, Steelers win on Monday. You catch them with less rest. Mm-hmm. Plus, it's just like good vibes. You know, usually good things happen when we play the Steelers in the playoffs.
At home.
Right. Except for 05 has me scarred forever. But
kind of crazy. Broncos have lost 5 home playoff games ever. Which I mean, you think back.
That seems high.
I know, but so you have
not really because we can remember most.
Right.
Of them.
And so like you have the
I can only remember
Steelers, the
05.
Ravens,
Yeah.
The Colts were here.
There it is. There's
The Jags.
Jags, of course.
And then there
Jags,
was
Steelers are the ones
I think
really
84
remember.
they lost one.
Huh.
But like so
I don't
they
remember
went
the
like
Jags one though. Do you?
No, I don't. Just heard
I
about
was
it.
living in Italy, but I was expecting big things, and then it was like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that one is before my first football memory, which is Super Bowl 32.
That's a good one.
Sick.
I wish
Locked in for that.
If it was 3.5, I'd be all over the Steelers. At 3, I think I still have to be on the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm on the Steelers as well, and it's just because they're like a cockroach.
Yeah.
Just can't kill them.
Total in the game is 38.5.
38 is just
Next lowest is 44.5.
magical. But it tells you everything about this game. It's supposed to be a total rock fight. Do you trust CJ Stroud on the road?
No,
I don't know.
No.
I don't trust CJ Stroud, period.
No.
I'm not sure they even need that offense to show up.
It's true.
That defense against the Steelers' lowly offense, I think can just take care of business on its own. So, we said it. Cats, dogs, and steers. This is the steer. I'm staying with my guy, Cat Stevens, and we're taking the Texans.
Okay, now I can finally
Even
say
ATS.
what has been on my mind since we had Zach on. We're just letting him off the hook for saying that he couldn't identify Cat Stevens by his voice.
I've never heard the voice.
I mean, Hank doesn't even know who that is.
Like
so,
this,
yeah,
Zach was
you
just
have
listening to Cats in the Cradle, thinking like, "Wow,
That's that
this
guy.
woman's got a great voice."
I didn't know that was that guy. Wait, and that's his name? So that's what it's
bro. He's a bitsman. He's a great bitsman.
He is. I always thought it was a cat in the cradle, not a guy named Cat.
It's
That's
all
ridiculous.
about a guy and his son.
But how is he? He is Cat. He is in the cradle, and he is singing.
Maybe his son is Cat
I'm in
Jr.
the cradle. I guess, but still, you'd call him Junior, right? You wouldn't call him by your own name. I don't know. That's strange to me.
We do know Cat Stevens, Zach Stevens.
Well, I mean, Hank doesn't.
I know that
why
song
you
though.
keep including.
I don't know if that's his original.
Okay, so that changes the whole thing. If he didn't write "Cats in the Cradle,"
Well, maybe it was recommended to him based on his stage name.
maybe we don't have time.
No, we
okay,
don't,
we made all the picks.
sadly.
Now we're going to do a
We
really
can't let Zach get away
quick
with that.
fantasy draft. I just can't be the one who says something about it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Who starts this fantasy draft?
Andre.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Tough one.
Is there a better way of doing this? Like, how are you guys looking at it?
I don't think there is a better way. I have a note, and I'm going to share this note with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Just players that are available?
Who we've drafted so far is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. You gotta survey the board on your own.
What board are you looking at?
There is no board. This
Zach
is-
Stevens
this is for ball
just
knowers.
Googled the thing, you know? Give me Puka Nacua. I'll take Puka Nacua
Ooh.
with my top pick. Thank you guys for being good guests
What a fall
or
from grace.
good hosts, you know?
Right.
And I'll take Puka Nacua. Coog up, as they say out there.
Am I up next?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Give me.
Is this a 6-point quarterback touchdown league?
This is just standard, whatever the norm is now.
ESPN,
ESPN,
OG
just
league.
whatever's going on.
So no PPR. Might have been important for him to know in his.
Half PPR.
Sure.
Fine.
Cool.
Doesn't change.
Half
things.
PPR, 4-point quarterback touchdowns.
Okay.
Passing touchdowns, I should say.
Yeah.
I'll take.
I'm a big 6-point quarterback.
Who'd you take?
I didn't take anyone yet.
I'm taking Christian McCaffrey.
Ah, shoot.
Yep.
I like that one.
Thank you. I like it too.
that one a lot. It's very high on my board.
It would be kind of fun if we were stuck with these rosters for the whole playoffs.
Kind of.
But that would also
but we're
change
only
the
drafting
So-
wild card, right?
I used to be in this fantasy league where in the playoffs, what they did was you just get to pick whoever you want in each round, but you can't use the same player twice.
That is fun.
So you use everybody this week, and you're like, well, I think 49ers might be out, so I'll take McCaffrey this week. It was a fun one.
We're never drafting a full lineup, guys.
We got 16 minutes before we have a hard out.
No, we don't. We're not going that long.
Okay.
I'll take Josh Allen.
Ooh, a quarterback.
Okay, snake
and
draft.
you again,
double
yep.
up.
Exactly. And I am going to take Saquon.
That was going to be mine. That's a good pick.
Ooh.
That's a good pick. I will take James. Yep, I'll take James
Good
Cook.
one. Good one. Torn between a Jags or Pats running back. Give me Travion Henderson.
And you pick
Travion
again.
Henderson. Doesn't matter my tornness because my second running back's going to be Travis Etienne. Then.
Ooh,
Shout out to Etienne, the plumber who came to my house and fixed things up.
that's very nice of him to do.
Yeah. First name. I
Right.
was impressed I knew how to pronounce his name. I'm like, dude, I'm a ball knower. Of course I do.
Give me. Oh, yikes! These guys all suck. I'll take Nico Collins.
Okay.
Dang. Really?
No, I mean yes, but I was really stuck.
Wow.
I'm not a believer in any of these receivers.
I'm going to take Kyron Williams.
Wow.
And Parker Washington.
Ooh, wow,
That could be a really good one.
Hanky, you're up next.
Yep. I will take George Kittle.
Oh, I forgot about tight ends.
Wow.
People always do.
Yep, I was going to just by committee this tight end thing. I need a quarterback badly. First, I'm going to go Devontae Adams.
That's a good one.
You have a Puka Devontae stack?
Puka
That could be
Devontae
really
stack.
good. Do you go triple stack with Stafford?
Yeah, you have to.
Let's do it. Stafford me
Oh,
up.
wow.
Stafford me up. No. T-Law's on the board. Give me T-Law. Give me T-Law. I'm not going to get.
Okay.
Let's see.
Stack
So I'm the only one without a quarterback, so there's no rush for me to pick one.
But is this the last round?
I don't know.
I think it is. Because
Second
I have.
to
Okay.
Oh, Hank had defenses. Hank, we're not doing defense.
Cool. I just threw something on there.
That's fine. That's fine. You did a
Wide
good job.
receiver.
Good point.
Wait. No, I only have one wide receiver. So
Correct.
Two
So you
more.
need receiver, tight end. I need receiver, quarterback.
You're going to have to double up to end us off.
Yep.
So I am going to go with. Let me make sure Stephon Diggs is healthy.
Seem like he is.
Yep.
Available might be more important than healthy.
Right.
Seem like that'll also be the case.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep,
you're
his
a bad-
arraignment has been
You're a bad
postponed.
guy for drafting him.
Yeah,
but that's
someone
fine.
had to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
You want to be a bad guy? No problem.
I am a bad guy.
because I have morals, I picked Parker Washington.
Yep.
Yep. I am going to take Hunter Henry.
Wow.
And I'm going to take, I need one more receiver, AJ Brown.
Tempting.
Okay.
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
So I need a quarterback. I will go with.
Getting brocked up?
That's
You feeling
looking
the-
like the leading candidate.
You feeling the hurt?
Stafford is on the board.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but
Stafford is.
if Stafford has a big game, I think I'm still losing to him because he has both receivers.
Don't
What if he's throwing to Colby Parkinson?
don't
won't be.
overthink this.
No,
What if he's
I'm
checking
trying to
down
win.
to Kyron Williams?
I got Purdy.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, you talked about how many points they put up.
Yep.
Me? Final pick?
Yep. You final pick. You need a tight end.
Generic by committee white tight end, either one of the three tight ends for the Rams.
One of the three tight ends for the Rams is on the board. Or,
Yeah, Parkinson, Higbee, Ferguson, you
Right,
know?
yep.
Or one of the generic
firm.
two for the Bills, and I will go with the Bills. Give me Dalton Kincaid, please and thank you.
Much better than taking the gamble on the.
I don't know. If I hadn't already doubled up on Rams receivers, I might have been intrigued by Colby Parkinson.
See, look, we didn't have to rush that at all.
We didn't. That was perfect.
Well, you have Superchats, but no, that's
Well, let me just ask you guys this: we need something on the line What does first place get from the other two when we sit down to do the show next week?
Oh.
Like lunch?
We need
lunch. Lunch
sure,
sounds great.
I like it. And super chats now.
All right.
That one is from
Best of luck to you both.
Cord Carlin. Best of luck to you too. Oh, and we're going to overtime for the super chats. Cord Carlin says, I'm pumped for this team for so many reasons. One of them is that Hank is bought in. He's normally the most sober and critical minded. Hank, your confidence makes me confident. LFB Super Bowl 60. Yeah. No, I know they're the best team.
Broncos Country needed you, man. You've stepped up just when Broncos Country
I haven't
needed
changed anything. I've just told the truth forever.
It's great. Well,
Broncos who was the one
needed not telling the truth?
Oh, I'm just saying there was one person on this show when the Broncos were
Me?
when the Broncos were 1-2, there was a big freak out. Like, oh, Sean said this was the Super Bowl team. I was like, yeah, it kind of looked like one.
Hell yeah.
But nobody ever remembers those things.
Hank.
I was the one who said everyone needed to calm down right then as well.
Right.
Maybe both of us.
Maybe both of us.
Mine was
was
just a
saying
clip
that-
that went viral.
Off air,
Right.
I was like, chill, bro.
I believe that.
Next super chat. Nick's out from Harambe, a classic. Would you guys trade a guaranteed Super Bowl win this year? The answer is yes. We can stop right there. But in exchange, you get five years of mediocrity. You could give me 20. Not advancing past divisional round. Can't wait to meet y'all on my honeymoon. But when Buffalo goes, I thought that's Buffalo goes to Denver next season. Oh, nice. That'll be fun.
Wow, 5 years is right at my breaking point. Because I've done the Super Bowls and then 10 years of mediocrity once.
Now,
it sucked.
I think the correction is that was not mediocrity. That was cellar
That
dwelling.
was mostly suck.
Okay, so does mediocrity mean like
He's
make
saying
the
no
playoffs,
further
lose
than
in
the
first
divisional
round?
round. Yeah.
Oh,
Which kind of like
easy trade.
everyone should sign up for that.
That's the problem. You're right. It was Super Bowl and then 10 years of missed playoffs.
The worst. Right. If that was the scenario, I would have to think long and hard about it.
Think about this. The
especially
Avs
20
won the
years.
Stanley Cup in 2022
Yeah.
and have done that so far.
Yeah. No, sign me up. Totally.
And
fine.
like I don't feel negative feelings about the Avs.
Yeah, and I mean,
Right.
winning a championship's hard.
Yeah.
Anything you can do to guarantee a championship,
Yeah.
you got to do.
Yep, I'm taking it.
Yes.
Yep, no doubt.
Pure Lapine throws out maybe Zach thought that Cat Stevens was Cat Williams.
Dude, could you imagine?
Still no.
Still no.
Could
still
you
no.
imagine?
But sometimes he does that high voice thing.
Yeah, well, and he has the permed hair.
Right.
Now, he does have facial hair, so
He
it'd be
does.
hard to think Cat Williams is a
Right.
lady.
Plus, he did say he doesn't listen to lyrics, so he must have known it was music.
I mean,
Okay.
imagine listening to Cats in the Cradle and just missing the story entirely.
It is funnier to think of Cat Williams never having heard actual Cat Williams stand up, only having seen it and thinking that's a woman.
Or like hearing it in audio form only.
Yeah, we need a Cat and Cat mashup. Cat Stevens with Cat Williams, I think, might be electric.
Every
What about
time
Kat
some,
Von D.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Those who know.
No, I don't think I do
Shout out
either.
to you guys. Yeah, you of course you didn't know who Cat Stevens was. Of course
No.
you don't know who Cat Von D is.
It is. It's a weird phenomenon. Like when other people bring up a person who you've never heard of before,
Yeah.
who's obviously very famous.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit like uncomfortable to be like. I almost feel like I'm in a simulation right now, and somebody just like invented some new person and you're just throwing me off. It's like when my grandpa, when I went to it was a Kmart at the time, not even a Walmart. We didn't have a Walmart. We go to the Kmart and there was a T-shirt with the Hulk on it, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And he was like, "That's the Hulk." Next thing you know, Hulk is everywhere.
Yes.
Like the Hulk movie. There's
That
the
does
Hulk.
happen.
Right. And so it's like, wait, this whole new world. I'm having the similar feeling when now it's just gonna be like, oh, Cat Stevens
You
really
didn't
is.
know who the Hulk was?
I mean, I was like 4.
I was just gonna say that red car theory.
Oh,
Like you buy a red car and then all of a sudden you're like, where do all these red cars come from?
interesting.
Everyone's got a red car.
I saw a picture. This is the last little thing before we end this. I saw somebody put 2 pictures side by side, and one was like a picture of a freeway in the 70s and a picture of a freeway now. And the freeway in the 70s, like all the cars are different colors, and now they're all just black, white, or gray. And now everywhere I go, I just notice every car is black, white, or gray. Like look
at the light
behind
right
you.
now. Every car is
1,
black,
2,
white, or
3,
gray.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 cars, all black, white, or gray.
Okay, but I've always thought of cars, the color of your car, like this. If you had to choose to wear a shirt that was the same color every day,
Right.
what color would you choose? Like, you're not choosing
Right.
yellow.
Right.
My cars are gray,
Mine's
gold,
yeah. Similar.
tan,
Gold.
and maroon. I call it red, but
Okay,
it's maroon. It's,
Okay.
You know, I'm a burgundy boy.
It's just
Mine's white.
What a flex.
Yeah.
3 cars.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't get into the details, but yes.
3-car Dre.
And
All right.
inherited it. Yeah.
That's going to do it for today. We will be back for the watch along Sunday night. Unconfirmed if Dre's going to be joining us.
You want it here? Do you want breaking?
Will you break it?
Break the news.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Won't be.
Ah.
No, joked on you. I will be.
No way.
I will be.
Yes.
Confirmed. Set on air. We are holding me to
right.
that. I will be here. Sunday
Yep.
Scaries hit, and then I decide not to go. Off the table now that I've said it. So
You
there
can't
you
get
go.
the Sunday Scaries if you're working on Sunday.
Right. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Saturday Scaries.
Is
though.
it work?
You won't even remember.
Debatable.
Right. I won't remember. That's going to do it for today. We'll see you guys Sunday night.
We all silly like the mayor.